It's like, you want us to lie to the police? It's like, yeah, I do.
Woo! Speaking of keeping our mouth shut, welcome everyone to the much anticipated, somewhat long overdue session 6 of our Mechwarrior Destiny Battletech adventure called Grit and Steel. During our last two sessions, things got a little weird. The Hellfire Hounds unfortunately got obliterated by a strange and horrible organization that, well, fucked you guys up. Apparently, it was High Powered Industries or someone working for High Powered Industries, and you had to make a quick escape. You had to make a quick escape, which you did. And now you find yourselves out a couple systems away from Wasat and Hull. You guys had been stationed. But with that being said, we are going to pick up our first scene. It has been 2 months since the events of last session. A couple of things have happened. You have picked up a few new NPCs, some new crew members, both mech warriors as well as some mech techs and a few logistical folks. You've also given yourselves a new name and registered with the mercenary registry, as it were. There you go. But we're going to pick up our first scene on the bridge of the dropship that you guys are on. And on that dropship bridge, we are going to see none other than Nylos. Nylos and Jonathan. Nylos and Jonathan. You've been called up to the bridge to speak with Eklov, who, well, apparently has your first mission of some sort, your first mission, which is both exciting, scary, and what have you, but mostly exciting, I would say. Mostly exciting, right? Like, we're excited, we feel good, we're looking forward to it, as it were. But Jonathan and Nylos. Jonathan and Nylos. Eklov is sitting at the sort of one of the just like little side chairs, and one of the new characters, a gal by the name of Skylar, Skylar Coleman, I believe is what you named her. Correct me if I'm wrong. A pilot. Beautiful.
Uh, yes.
Skylar is sitting in the pilot seat, just sort of lazily there. She's got like a cup of coffee. She's leaning back, just taking a quick sip. Looks over, sees the two of you walk in. Just does a quick point over to Eklov. Eklov looks up, sees the two of you, and motions you over. In front of him on this view screen that he has here, this computer screen you could call it, you're seeing just a bunch of like logistical data. You know, like how much ammo you have, how many LRMs, how many SRMs, how much ammunition you have. There's like a little running tally of like how many C-bills you have, and it's dangerously low. Like couple of weeks at most, and you're gonna run out of money for fuel, food, everything, etc. Because you guys, I mean, you haven't made any money in 2 months. You left with what you had, and that was that. You sold some things, etc. He gives you both a curt nod, and then leans forward and motions Jonathan a little bit closer. When you look at this screen, Jonathan, what does it tell you?
What exactly is trickling across the screen right now?
Ammunition, LRMs, supplies, and everything is in the red. Like, very, very, very low. Like, in the red. Not looking good.
We're gonna have to make a run to a depot nation, or we're gonna have to start converting our mechs to use all energy weapons.
He chuckles. That's a decent take. What about you, Nylos?
Well, my take is that we're shit out of luck at the moment. We didn't
Perhaps,
manage to come away with much.
perhaps a
And
bit more
between
accurate.
repairing everything and we're effectively working with duct tape and chewing gum at the moment.
Duct tape, chewing gum, super glue, a hope, a wing, and a prayer.
Now, we ran out of super glue weeks ago.
We're in a pickle. At this rate, based on paying salaries, keeping people on board, and simply keeping this dropship running, we've got about 3 weeks before we run out of enough money to, well, maintain the company that we've become. The Ebony Curs, as we've decided to call ourselves. The reason I asked you both here wasn't to wallow in the misery of our situation. We have a potential job, but I wanted to discuss it with two of my more seasoned Mechwarriors. It's one system over. We have enough money to get there, make the jump. It is I would call it a destruction mission of sorts. One company trying to stick it to the next company, as it were. The company in question is a company by the name of Steamforged. They have been trying to economically outwit their competing company, Cogwheel, but they want to be a little bit more aggressive in that outcompeting. My concern that I have is I believe this is one of those missions where if it goes well, we'll have enough to tide us over for at least 6 months. If it goes poorly, we won't have enough money to repair the damage. Here's what I know. And he flips the screen a little bit, and as the screen pops up, you see a very, like, long kind of, like, valley area. There's a couple of, like, probably, like, old riverbeds. You can see where, like, the water had, like, over, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years worn away and created these, like, dried riverbeds. They all sort of go up, and you see this sort of, like, 3D image come up on the screen and sort of, like, spin and swirl. And you see a hexagonal, like, base. And it looks to be, like, sort of just out in the middle of nowhere. There's a couple of little red blips moving around it. And you can see that as you watch this for about 30 seconds, it's a recording, like a radar recording of some sort. And it sort of plays, then resets, plays. And you're seeing, half a dozen mechs, maybe a dozen or so ground vehicles. And the base itself looks, it's got very high walls. And it looks pretty well defended, right? He explains to you that the mission in question will pay you guys, a couple of million C-bills. In game terms, we're not using C-bills per se. It's sort of more of an ethereal thing. But to give you context, like, it'll pay you a couple of million C-bills. And again, it'll be enough to buy new ammunition, supply food, probably hire on some new people, and get you multiple systems away to where there's likely some better work. The other issue that he has with this, above and beyond just the fact that, it looks like there's maybe a couple of quick draws, there might be a Warhammer here, there's, multiple locusts kind of running around, like, it's a pretty well-defended base. The other issue is that this is not directly through the Mercenary Review Board. This is off the books. This is something he got through some of his, underground networks, as it were. So, there's that risk as well. But he's just looking for your opinion. What you found from Eklov is that although he has become the de facto company commander, he's not one to be like, this is what we're doing and you're going to like it. He's one to be like, I need opinions. He's still playing the sort of like, almost like spy master role, even though he's in charge, right? Like, he wants other people's opinions. He's poking. He recognizes this isn't really what he was cut out for. So he's trying to make it more of like a council versus, I'm the dictator, as it were. But he's just asking your opinion. And you can ask questions, of course, of like, what more do you know, etc. But just, dig into it as you see fit.
Well, it doesn't seem like we have much of a choice. It's either do it or run out of money.
We're in a rock and a hard place, and unfortunately, we can probably smash the rock.
Turn your volume up just a little bit, Jonathan. You're kind of quiet. Just a little bit.
Yeah, we're in a rock and a hard place, and we can maybe smash the rock.
The only other option would be to spend the last of our reserves, jump to another system, and hope for the best. It is an option. It's not a good option, but again, this is a job that would get us 30, 40 systems away, and we'd still have money left over if it goes well.
I think that's we just gotta take this at the top. Maybe do we try and hide our unit colors? I mean, it's not like we're really even known at this point. We can try and just put a flat matte gray on our mechs and on our assets so that we don't get immediately pipped when we actually formally register with the MRB.
Oh, we're formally registered. It's just no one seems to want to hire a brand new merc company with literally no history. A very pained sort of toothless smile, like a here's where we find ourselves. Oh, down Schitt's Creek without a proverbial paddle or a boat. Yikes, we're just wading through shit. He lets out a very soft sort of, almost defeated chuckle. Very well then. You do prepare yourselves. I have a few others to negotiate and discuss with. I'm going to see if I can get us a couple extra sea bills out of this deal, seeing as it is off the books. And they also want it to look like a random pirate attack versus a hired hit. So we're going to be playing the bad guys in this situation. And he shrugs and says, "Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose."
Well, I mean, we need all the equipment and resources we can get, so I thought we were just going to nick everything we could get our hands on anyway.
Correct.
So this works out.
Absolutely correct. That is the game plan. Well, you two get ready, and let's go make some money. And from the pilot's chair, your new pilot Skylar has been leaning over and listening, and sort of leans back, takes a very loud sip, and just starts to hum "Flight of the Valkyries" to herself. And Eklov looks over and says, "You're new, and I hate that song. Shut up, Skylar." And she hums a little bit louder, and he just starts to mumble and grumble to himself as the two of you exit out of the cockpit, as it were, the bridge of the ship. We're going to pivot now down into the hangar bay, as it were, the mech bay, we should call it, where all of your mechs have been, arranged, as it were. Now, Talos, you had discussed potentially driving not a motorcycle? Tell me more. Tell me more. I have questions. What kind of vehicle were you thinking about?
That was as far as it got in my head.
Okay.
Talos
Excellent.
is. He is. If he's gonna be in a mech, he is going to end up being dragged into the mech. If somebody offers him a thing with lots of guns strapped to it that he can press buttons and shoot, that doesn't involve having to do mech type things, then that would be his preference. Big fucking tank.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got a couple of mech techs that are working on the Irby. And we've got Ren Wrench Asikoria, the gal who had been fucking with your bike a couple months back, right? And she's been taking Talos on a quick tour of the mech bay, the hangar bay, and explaining to you pros and cons of different mechs. Basically, giving you a walking tour of okay, you can order this, you can have that, this is what this does. And I have to imagine Talos is completely checked out. I hate this. With that being said, I would like to bring Leandra into the conversation, as it were, as you've maybe been watching up on the walkway, the two of them. My other question for the group is: you had Lily, right? You had Lily with you. What have you guys ended up doing with Lily? Because we never really decided it, and so I'm curious if she's around, still locked up in a cage.
I think we converted one of the airlocks into a sparse prison, so
Yes.
if we got annoyed, we could just press a button and she'd just get
That's correct.
spaced.
You did do that. Is that where she is still, several months later? I'm fine with it. I think it's great.
Like out of character, I'd be like, I want to see her go elsewhere besides us. But if she's proven herself useful,
Well, let me put
that
it
would be
this
a
way.
shame, Grass.
This contract, you will soon find out that it actually came from Lily.
Well, I guess it means we Syrian kept her around pretty well.
Yeah. She's still on a very tight leash, and by a tight leash, I mean a very narrow airlock. So that's good. I like that. But Leandra, I'd like to bring you into this conversation, if you'd be so kind. You've seen her, and Ren is now walking over to the to one of the Centurions, and she like hops up on one of the like storage boxes. She's like kicking her feet, and she's like, okay, now this one here, this is a beaut. Wonderful medium-sized mech, can be outfitted with some pretty heavy weaponry that you actually would normally see on like an assault mech, but it maintains the speed of a medium mech. I mean, I've seen these things outfitted with AC-20s, which is a really big boom. I mean, it's no Irby, but it's a lot faster than the Irby. A little
At
bit,
this
you know.
point, at this point, Leandra's just gonna ask her and like, just give me a minute, and she's gonna look at Talos and see that he's checked out, and just be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a condensed version of what you learn in the Comstar officer lecture halls in like 2 questions. Do you want your mech to just fire missiles? You sit there and just fire missiles when we spot enemies for you, or do you want to get close, hot, and sweaty?
Talos will be like picking his nails and think, what? Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Do you want to press buttons or get hot?
The mention of get hot, the mech tech kicks her legs a little bit faster. Hey, Talos, how you doing? Fucking tough crowd. Carry on. Jesus.
Rerunning that one.
You're goddamn right.
Talos will look at the both of them, look at the mech, and go, I mean, I can blow shit up with a rocket launcher, and then I can just not be there very quickly. I've got a bike. I don't see why I need. I've got legs. That thing has legs. I've got a bike. It goes quicker than all of them.
Okay, so off character here there. So I'm just going through like the medium mech record sheets. Like, can we just pick like a more like a missile boat one? Like I can see there's one called a Dervish that's got lots of LRMs or SRMs. Like, can Leandra just like point at a bay where like, you know, Ren's been like maybe got like 2/3 of one, like a few pieces of it, kind of like bolted together.
Yeah.
And then Leandra's gonna squint and be like, close enough to the Dervish. Just point at that one and say, Ren, get that one ready for Talos.
She will like grin and will hop over and grab a couple of mech techs and be like, we got work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a Dervish token. Look at that. We're looking at a DV 1S, DV8D, DV9D. What are we thinking?
Ooh. Well, the one that I can see is 6M is the one that we've got in our record sheets.
Okay.
So then we go like, oh yeah, the 6M variants, and Talos, strap yourself in. Let's get the sim booted up.
That's a medium one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
At the kind of dawning realization that this might actually happen, Talos is going to be like, well, I mean, we had some stuff to do, and I was going to go meet up with Johnny, and so, I mean, can we do this in a couple of days?
Leandra's going to reach up to like his collar and just like be like, yeah, come on, you come with me, and just try and like, you know, pull him as much as she can, and try to move him a few inches towards the other bay.
Here we go. And there is the Dervish. It's
Nice.
Look at it, it's so adorable. Not colored yet. but it's just getting put back together, and you hear just a lot of lots of mech repairing noises, as it were, as it's starting to get worked on. That's a good one. That's let's see here. Give me 1 second. Dervish. That's a fun one, actually. That is a fun one. Let me
That's a pretty solid machine.
double check the stats on that. In my Mechwarrior, mech conversion. Open that up. Let's find the Dervish. Ooh. 6M. 2 LRM-10s? That's pretty good. And then 2 medium lasers, and then 2 SRM-2s. Damn, you can dish out like 8. You could dish out like 16 pips of damage in one round if you hit with everything. And it's got pretty good heat dissipation. I mean, if you shoot everything, you will be running a little bit hot, but like, it's doable. Plus 3 movement. That is pretty fast, and it has jump jets. 3 head, 7 torso, 3 arm, 5 leg pips. I mean, that's a pretty solid. That's a pretty solid mech. I like it. I'm gonna add that into the mechs right there. Beautiful. Skadoosh 6M. Beautiful. And so you drag him over. Do you allow yourself to be dragged, Talos, by Leandra? Are you allowing yourself to be dragged? I have so many questions.
In one of those, he's gonna go, but he's gonna be incredibly reluctant, and like every single fucking distraction that he could possibly pick, like, I don't know, box of tools. He's gonna, oh, I need some tools to work on my bike later. He's gonna distract himself to
As
that
you go to
for
grab the
a couple of
tools,
minutes,
and Mech
like
Tech walks by and
every
picks
single
them
thing.
up, it's not malicious. He just needed them. As you go to look at something else, someone else grabs it. As you go to talk to someone, they get interrupted by someone else. It's just like there's like a funnel, and it's funneling you towards this half put together mech.
Yeah.
As you look up and you just see it, and it's like the face of this dervish is like looking down at you, just like
As
a
every single
disapproving
opportunity
elephant.
to not do this disappears, his face goes from slightly annoyed that his day's been interrupted, and it's now like just a proper grimace that he just does not want to be here. Like, why is he being forced to do this? Nobody forced him to do things before. Then he went to Hall, and now he's with this mech company, and he's going to have to get into a big robot. He wishes that he had never even met that lass on Solaris.
And here we are. That's absolutely beautiful. We have a mech for you, the Dervish. I love that journey. I absolutely love that journey. We're going to pivot over now to the dropship crew quarters. The dropship crew quarters, where we are going to see a small little, like the little eatery, sort of a little cantina-like area, the little like breakfast room. It's just literally 2 tables, about 8 chairs, and we're gonna pick up with Eric, who's sitting down. You're sitting down for a meal of sorts, and in is going to walk one of the new mech warriors who has been hired on, a gentleman by the name of Lancaster Wildfire Holloway. They call him Wildfire. Bit of a hothead, very like angular jaw, big tall guy, almost too tall to be a mech warrior, but like just quite not too tall. And he is going to walk in with Cassie, who is one of the mech warriors that came along with you from the Hellfire Hounds. And they both see you, they smile, they sit down, and they just sort of start to shoot the shit. And they're not necessarily ignoring you, Eric, but they're definitely not paying attention to you directly, even though they sat down at the exact same table as you. And as they are jibber jabbering with one another, they're talking about what they like to do, what like what do they do in their free time. They're talking about maybe how shitty the food's been. They're wondering when they're going to see some action. Just back and forth, just bullshit. And
Well, I'll try
finally,
and chime in on the food department. I feel like I've tried to keep at least some decent foodstuffs in stock with my connections.
Decent foodstuffs, you say? And this is Lancaster. You know, I used to be in prison at one point, right? Like, I mean, look, it wasn't my fault. The guy jumped me. I punched him. He
Of
died.
course.
It wasn't my fault, okay? He had a glass jaw. He shouldn't have started shit. You know, what's the old thing? Fuck around and find out? Well, let me tell you. He found out, and then he found himself dead. But with that being said, let me tell you, this food here, absolute dog shit. I was in prison, and let me tell you, that was gruel. This is like gruel that's been rolled around in mud and then mixed in with like rat feces. And look,
What the
I'm
hell, man?
thankful
I've
for a
been
meal.
doing through what I can helping at this
You
cantina.
need to. All I'm trying to say is you need to try harder. Okay? Look, I'm not a judgmental
Wow.
sort of guy. All right, I try to be very understanding, but look, I'm a growing boy. I need good food to maintain this complexion, and I've noticed that my skin's a little bit oily. All right, so I don't know what you're putting into this grub, but I need you to fix it, and fix it fast. And also, when are we
Wow.
going to see some action?
That's a great question. I'm surprised we haven't got any words on any contracts or anything to that effect. At least nobody's brought me into the fold, so I've kind of miffed on that. Foodstuffs wise, well, I mean, I get what I can. Obviously you're more meat potato type guy, and I've been bringing in a little more higher class stuff.
He like he like leans in slightly. He sort of like narrows his eyes, and he's really trying to get a read on Eric, like really trying to get a read on Eric, and this like disgruntled, disapproving expression suddenly turns into the most bright, beaming, like perfectly white teeth, like unnaturally white teeth grin, like he had definitely had like braces growing up, like just a perfect smile, and he
Okay.
goes, "I'm fucking with you, Eric, sir. I'm fucking with you. The food's great,
Thank you. I was
probably the
about to
best food I've
say I
had
was
in
going to cut
years."
you off with all my stuff.
No, absolutely not. No, it's absolutely fantastic. I look. I've been driving mechs for about 15 years. Okay, not as long as some people, right? And I've got my fair share of kills. 20, 2 dozen or so, as it were. But look, I need to know the mettle of the man that I've pledged myself to. I mean, I know that the what's his name, McLovin, right? I know that he is the company commander, but I feel like, not feel like, I know I'm going to be serving under you. You're going to be the guy in the field with me. He doesn't seem like much of a pilot, and I just want to know if, like, you have a sense of humor.
Depends on what the topic is.
Food's not a humorous topic for you, and Carruthers sort of like,
Oh, I
and
love cooking.
Cassie sort of like leans back, the female mech pilot there. She leans back and she chuckles. She's like, "Don't fuck with Eric and food. That's a terrible topic. He does not joke with his food. He takes it very seriously. And he's also a pretty good cook. He bakes, what was it, muffins that one time that you were
Biscuits.
making? Biscuits. Yes, you're a big biscuit man. Biscuit man, that's true. That's good. I like biscuits. Biscuits are delicious, as it were. And like the conversation sort of just like devolves into discussion of like food and jibber jabber and about like meals and like how to prepare steak properly and whatnot. And as you guys are starting to bond a little bit, the door slides open and in steps Eklov. And he looks over and he says, "Eric, a word."
Of course. One moment, folks.
The two of the others stand up at attention, at ease, and they both sit back down and continue to dig into their food and talk about how delicious it is. And he steps out into the hall, waiting for Eric to join him. As you do so,
Alrighty.
Eric, he hits the button, the door slides shut, and as the door slides shut, he sort of looks you up and down. "Eric, you seem to be a
Got some
man
good
of
news for me?
It depends on your definition of good news. We have a job, a mission, as it were. It should pay us enough sea bills to get us, a good 20 to 30 systems away from where we presently find ourselves. Enough to perhaps even buy a few more mechs, hire a few more techs, and maybe even a couple of additional Mechwarriors. At the very least, it'll be enough to keep the good food coming, as it were. But it's going to be off the books. It's not registered with the Mercenary Review Board, and we're going to have to paint ourselves as pirates. The other issue at hand is the means in which I came about this particular mission. I know you don't really care for her very much, and he sort of grits his teeth, waiting for you to put quote-unquote 2 and 2 together.
Yeesh. I
It
mean,
came
I
from a
hate to
woman
say
who's
it.
currently living in one of our airlocks.
As much as I don't like it, she's still been pretty helpful. So definitely don't like the idea of the pirate aspect. But it's not like we're getting many other options either. You've shown me some of the reports lately, so I know we're kind of in hurt status as is.
We've got about 3
Now,
weeks of
okay.
money left, and at that point it runs out. We burn through our supplies, and another week after that our reserves, and then we have no money for fuel, no money for food, and we end up on whatever planet we end up on. It's
Bad
not a
juju.
great situation.
Well, what systems they got in mind for where we're going? Want to go? Are we going like Federated Sun territory, going up to Lyrans?
Now you're asking the real questions. Now you're asking the real questions. So, of course, you know, we presently find ourselves in the Irian system. The system we'll be heading to will be Kannot. Cannaoughaght. It's a strange spelling. I was never really good at English. With that being said, it's one company, a manufacturing company, that is trying to move in on the territory of another manufacturing company, expand their territory of commerce, as it were. They want us to hit one of their manufacturing facilities, their warehouses of their competitor. The two businesses in question are Steamforge and Cogwheel. We're being contracted by Steamforge, strictly off the books, as it were. They can never get back to them. And Cogwheel is our target of choice.
And what manufacturing do they do?
Machinery? I'm not exactly sure. To be candid,
Okay.
I didn't delve too deeply into the conversation about what they make, only what they needed done.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna raid the place, we might as well get something out of it.
Well, the good
So
news
machinery
is,
usually goes well.
good news, bad news. The good news is that there are a number of opportunities for us to pick up some salvage. Bad news being those opportunities will be shooting back before they become salvage. We're looking at least half a dozen mechs and another 24 or so ground vehicles. I have no news, no reports based on the information we've been provided of any air support, so it should be mostly, strictly, a ground battle, but something I need you to understand, Eric. If we lose this fight, we do not have enough left over to fix the damage.
Oh boy.
One of those do or die sorts of situations.
And what are our total assets? What other mechs made it out of with us?
We have a dervish, 2 locusts, and the ones that you have.
At least the locusts are some fast movers to get some scatting for us. As long as we can find a good territory to smash and grab approach, we should be able to do this pretty easily. Do they have a set of how much damage is good enough?
Raise it. Make it inoperable.
After that, we should have enough firepower to do so.
Worst comes to worst, you can simply step on buildings.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. We'll try to have our Irby friend trying to head back more towards the drop ship, so I might be able to trick you for the speed if we want to get in and out.
The Irby just slowly walking through walls. One of my favorite gifs is the Irby when it's spinning around dancing. It's one of my favorites. That's a good
It's
one.
a lovely one.
Classic one. Well, get your Mechwarriors ready. We'll be heading out here within the hour. And, come back alive, Eric.
That's always the plan.
Very good. I do want to open the floor to any other conversations the crew would like to have with one another or any NPCs before we head out and do a quick survey of the battlefield prior to jumping into a fight here today. One of our
I
missions.
I imagine that being one of the mech techs, more or less, Nihilus he like drags Talos over at one point as they're trying to set the mech up for
Yeah.
him and whatever else. You know, it was like it has him like sitting in the cockpit as they're taking this like he knows how much he hates it. Excuse me. He like look, I know you fucking hate this, but we need the manpower right now. It's not a permanent thing. I'm keeping my eyes out. If we come across something with tracks, go hook you up right now. It's an old saying from someone I knew back on Solaris. It's you gotta piss with the cock you got. That's all we got right now. We'd all like to have an extra 2 inches, but this is what we're dealing with. So I know you hate it, but just grit your teeth, put the hammer down, and deal with it for now.
Talos is going to like, just look at him, and Nylos would see kind of the almost terror in his eyes. Like, he's very well used to going out, beating people up, using his fists, and being a bruiser. This is very much out of his comfort zone, and he's going to just tell me which buttons to press and which direction to walk, and I'll do what I can.
Well, I'd like to imagine, he's used to be on a motorcycle and everything else. Now he's getting in a, 35-ton walking steel coffin. It's a little,
Yeah,
55-ton.
okay,
Okay.
55-ton steel
He's
coffin.
the big one.
A gilded cage is still a cage, my dude.
True.
So, he's just like, but he just tries to impart on him. It's like, he knows he doesn't want to be here, but it's what we got. It's what we got to deal with. It's a shit sandwich, and everyone's taking a bite. He's just trying to like. Of all the people, I imagine Nihilus and Talos are probably closest because they bond over the motorcycle.
yeah. Both grew up in the streets in
Yeah,
Solaris.
Solaris, exactly.
Nowhere shit is shit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're kindred spirits in a way. So yeah, just a little conversation of him just trying to like it's not forever. Just remember, it's not a bike. Don't get scragged. Weighs a little bit more.
Not forever. Unless you die in it,
Unless-
then it is
well,
forever.
Yeah, but then he'll be dead, so I don't think he'll give a shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Camera pans out, and a single bead of sweat just drips down his forehead.
Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay,
Love
just-
it. Love it. Love it.
Just the sides of the cockpit, he's just like he's just put up like little poster boards of like open space, like mountains in the distance. Trying to give him the scenic view like you'd have on a bike. Just trying to
And
help him out a
you
little
ever
bit.
seen where Nilos takes the motorbike helmet, takes a visor from the motorbike helmet, and then takes a neuro helmet that's in the dervish, and then puts a visor onto like the neuro helmet in the dervish and goes like, "You'll be okay, Talos." Like a little bit. Let's make it a little bit.
Instead of
That's
instead of
cute.
a
You think
picture of his girl like stuck into like the little like
It's a
control panel
picture of the
of his bike.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
But see, that's
Under
cute.
a
You think
tree with like T and B, like T and a little heart around it. Talos and bike.
I was gonna say it's
Oh,
cute
that's
that you think
beautiful.
that Talos wears a helmet when he rides his motorcycle.
There's that too.
I don't think he's the sort.
That's why it's just a visor.
It's just the visor.
He's just got
yeah.
goggles.
Just
So
got
as
goggles.
we-
Yeah,
It's a
old school
broken
aviator
motorcycle
goggles.
helmet.
Yeah.
As we discuss, as you guys discuss, Talos's, kinks, we move on as we watch as the dropship connects with a jump ship. There is the telltale disappears, reappears. We see that it sit there for a little bit. A couple of days go by, disappears, reappears. We find ourselves 2 systems away from Irian, in the system of Canaanot, and you are going to the 6th planet from the sun. It is surprisingly an arid planet, all things considered, seeing as how far away it is. The big thing is the first couple of planets of this particular system are basically like uninhabitable molten wastelands where only crazy companies or I don't know pirates like to hang out. So there is a decent pirate presence in this system. The question might be like, why does the company choose to have their manufacturing here? Well, maybe this company isn't as, I don't know, up on the up as you think it might be. And we'd like you guys to make a couple of checks here. We're going to make a couple of our first rolls of today's session. If you have
Oh,
any
boy.
sort of like street smart, streetwise, intrigue, criminal connections, anything like that, or just a straight intelligence roll as you're maybe doing some research about this particular company known as Cogwheel.
Yeah, all I can throw at is int.
Yeah, same.
Say streetwise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell us as streetwise.
Nope. I did
Nope.
roll 2 6s, a 4, and a
Could
1.
be.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right, you might not know anything. Yikes.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Well, goddamn.
I mean,
That's unfortunate.
It is a little lesser known.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
No
mean,
planet. I'd probably be having us
Ooh,
run through some little bit of skirmishes as we were coming
they
in.
might spend money to stay off the radar.
Great news, everybody. Each of you has received from Lights Fantastic an extra edge for this session.
Let's go.
Due to him spending 2,500 channel points. You're a good man. You're a good man. You're a good man, Lights. You're a good,
Ship.
good
I feel like
man.
it's going to be well needed in this upcoming fight.
Yeah, appreciate it, Patrick.
Facts.
It's a shame I can't spend my own points to.
Oh, and everyone make sure they got their plot points back to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on the skill check? It's just my streetwise once, or is it twice?
Nope, streetwise once.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
just once.
Oh, that was actually pretty good. Unfortunately, not
I will
since we
give
went-
you one of my edge to make you re-roll those 2 6s.
That's fair. So I got a 7, 7, 8,
Oh.
9, 10, 11. Ooh.
So that's two. We got 2
Only got
passes. We
12.
got Eric.
So you got to
Eric
pass.
and oh
You
no,
got to
no,
pass.
12
You got to
for me.
pass. I just rolled the 2 6s and then added
Yeah, fine,
the
yeah.
4 and the 1. So here's where we find ourselves, good sir. You know for a fact that this particular company, Cogwheel, actually manufactures weapons and sells them directly to either like pirates, sells them to like gang members, etc. And they manufacture small arms and like very light mech weaponry. Like, and most of it's off the books, but it's under the guise of them being like a farming manufacturing company, but they actually manufacture weapons and like sell them to nefarious people. So they're not good guys. Like, they're actually bad people. You would know that. So it might make you feel a bit better about this mission. It's up to you. Or maybe Talos doesn't carry the way and doesn't say anything.
Are we in the briefing room?
You can be.
I was going to have us at least have one pre-brief before we actually hit
Yeah.
planet.
Hell yeah.
I think-
we should.
I think if we're all heading there, I think he would probably take kind of lag back and kind of hold Eric back and say, I know who these guys are, and
Ah,
don't necessarily feel too bad.
well, that's going to make me feel a little bit better. Anything you can share for the class?
Because of your roll, Talos, being so high after you made me re-roll, you would know that these guys actually sometimes sell weapons or even manufacture particular nefarious devices and whatnot, and have had contracts in the past with a certain organization known as High Powered Industries. So you might put 2 and 2 together, depending on how intelligent Talos is. Lily got you this contract. Lily is now striking back against her former employer. Sort of like non-directly.
Talos is not going to put those 2 and 2 together.
Perfect. Love
He's going to
that.
point out. He's going to point out that his boss Mario used to buy from these guys. They sell some pretty heavy-duty weaponry, quite useful for making sure that everybody knows who is boss on the streets of Solaris.
Uh-huh.
The type
word-
of
word
weaponry that
among
like
the
doesn't
crew
have
was,
serial numbers and like can't be tracked back to who bought it, kind of thing. Like, who manufactured this? I have no idea. Like,
Some guy.
yeah, some guy. You know, like a gun with the serial number filed off, kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Not good people.
He'll point out to Eric that that was the mainstay of where most of the small arms came from through his boss Marek.
I appreciate the intel. Definitely makes me feel a little bit better about having to hit this place.
And like, it's not too close to Solaris. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 4 or 5 jumps away from Solaris, which I mean isn't too far, but also isn't too close. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's it's close enough to be like able to like get stuff over there in a couple of weeks, far enough away to where it's hard to track back where it came from. So it all tracks. It all makes sense. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Anything else? Any other discussions you guys would have?
Definitely bring Skylar on board since she's gonna be the one dropping us off.
Hmm?
She's got any recommendations or good drop points for it'll get us in and out relatively quickly.
Well, let's pull up a aerial survey of the incoming battlefield, of which you guys will be taking place on. So it is a south to north approach. There are numerous valleys that sort of lead in. There's a small little like landing strip area right here, and off to the sort of like northish side up here. And then the facility itself is a really long, sort of like narrowed building with walls around it, and like one entrance, and it's built up on a incline hill. All right, so it's kind of like up at the top here, and you have to like go up and get to it. And there are hills where like vehicles can sit and just rain down hellfire on you and whatnot, like over here. So
Groovy.
good times.
With that in mind, I gotta switch over to select. Do a quick ping towards the northwest part of the map. Might be the place the Syrian first come in. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, you tell me where you guys want to drop for.
Well, so uh, we know what they have, right? We know their unit disposition.
They've
Like what mix they
got,
have.
so as far as you know, based on what you've been told, half a dozen mechs, like a couple of medium, maybe one heavy, and a couple of light mechs, and
Yeah.
then up to perhaps half a dozen, bulldog LRMs, maybe some badgers, um, a couple of like maybe one light tank. Nothing too crazy, but a decent amount of firepower for sure.
What's the scale on this map? Like, what's each hex?
Each
Represent.
hex is 1 square of movement.
Okay.
I don't have like a it's not. I
No,
don't
I didn't know
smiled
if
it.
yeah,
No, just
yeah.
one square of movement. Yep.
I mean, if we come in on this left side over here, we'll be obscured by the terrain.
We'll still kind of have a few open spots on the way across.
We're gonna have a few spots open on the way across regardless. I think looking at this map, like, as we come in on the right side, it looks like we'll be higher up a bit, but then it's still okay. It's an open whatever versus over here at least we've got some terrain cover. Unless we come in at this back corner here would be in defilade as well.
I mean, we've only got what 2 of us that are actual jumper types.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but this
Service
just
and
looks like
my
a
wolves.
this just looks like a
Oh,
a
Kirby
gradual
too.
hill kind of thing, right? So
Yeah.
We want to stay out of range of the ground vehicles and just start popping off at the mechs, basically? Or do we want to try and split into 2 and get one group into the ground vehicles and one group
I
on
think just concentrating our firepower is just being outnumbered. I think just a harder spear point rather than a
Spreading out the love.
yeah, because we've got 2 Centurions, the Irby. We've now got a bit more missile. I mean, the Centurions both have missile launchers, pretty good range. The Dervish has LRMs.
My concern is just how well we can use the urbans. We need a good place for the urban to take advantage of what terrain it can with its low
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, well, I think it's just kind of covering the Irby until he can get close enough to just wreck shit with his
Yeah.
his AC and stuff. So it's just
He
kind of
does have the opportunity to one-shot people like crazy, just like pop,
yeah.
pop, etc. Yeah.
So as I was saying is, I mean, just looking on the left, like, I mean, here would be come up here. It's a gradual hill, right, and then like climb, and then we're up on the same terrain level, and then we can just start hitting the mechs immediately, and then this base right here, whatever is, I mean, these guys look to be all in like the base looks to be on the high ground, so like they wouldn't be
Yep.
able to hit us if we come in on this side and start
Correct.
engaging mechs. They'd have to come
That's
either
kind of what I was
around the
thinking
top,
Yeah.
plus coming in just landing in cover immediately. That's I think in my head it was just arm a ship, but
Mhm.
they might not even see the drop shift to come in low and slow, kind of thing. But it's
Skylar's
just
willing to come in low and slow if that's what you guys are thinking is going to be the best maneuver. Yeah, she's like, that makes sense to me. She says, she's like, if we
we
come
want
in
to do
low, we
that.
come in slow,
That's my vote, anyways. That top
and
left
then
corner.
try to get them, hit them hard and fast, so that we have the element of surprise.
Violence of action, baby.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
and if we don't, like, they're gonna
No.
overwhelm us. We have to take out 1 or 2 or 3 of them before
Yeah.
they can get to us. Yeah.
Because we could easily knock out 2 or 3 mechs before those vehicles can even get around that base thing,
Yeah.
whatever, to get line of sight,
Correct.
maybe. So I mean,
Correct.
that's what I think anyway. Just
Yeah.
other opinions, feel free.
Not a bad
The
idea at
only
all.
other thing we could do is throw one of the locusts like as a distraction somewhere else, just try and draw off a little bit
Yeah.
of the squad. within
Yeah,
that
you can
locust
have one of the
a little bit.
locusts like just running downtown, as it were.
Yeah.
And just bolting, and then they send a couple of guys off of it. Like you could send one of your NPC Mechwarriors, have them
Yeah.
drop her off or him off.
Yeah, because I think if we're going to proceed slow and steadily with the Irby, then maybe we can use one of the locusts for that.
I mean, even our Centurions aren't super quick, or what?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
what
that's
we-
to say. The Wolverine's got and the Locusts are going to be your fast movers.
Yeah.
Dervish is mid ground. I don't remember
I
if
want
it's
to
a
say Locust
585
is a
or
move 4, so they move
So it'd
8,
be-
and they can
Yes, it'd be
they
8.
can do up to 12 if they want to.
Yeah,
'Cause they can
our
do-
Centurions will be 4 because they're 2 plus double whatever. So
Yeah.
What's the speed on the Irby?
You're muted.
speed of the mute rate should be 2-3.
The
2-3-2.
Irby.
Speed is 2 at most.
Okay, so the Irby and the Centurions are the same speed, so they can stick together, more or less.
That's 2 if I push it.
Oh, if you push it, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can
Well,
move
we
up to
can
4
cover
hexes
one
in a
push it.
round if he wants to.
Yeah. I'm just thinking formation. I mean, we got the 2 quicker ones or whatever, and then keep the Centurions more or less not right on top of the Irby, but kind of screen it, and then just kind of go
Keep
from
your
there.
LRMs long range and just beat the crap out of whatever you can reach.
Yeah, I think
The
Yeah,
left
they
side
drop
looks
on
like
a-
higher terrain.
I mean, you can set up the Locust. You can arm it with. You could do a Locust LCT at 1M, and you can have the 1M just like rain down a couple of like LRM5s, just to like harass a little bit, and
Yeah.
then maybe draw a couple of the tanks. Might even take a tank out. It's possible, and then just draw them away, and then just fucking bolt.
or even just set it up
Yeah.
for reconnaissance and just have them think, oh, there's something trying to recon, whatever. Have it intentionally be spotted, and like, oh, that guy sucks at his job, and then whatever. Maybe
Everybody bites off on him, and then we come around and light
it's
it up.
whichever. It's whichever. I mean, I'm fine. NPC Mechwarrior. I mean, Locust is pretty quick. He'll get away.
Very low chance.
And they're gonna have a lot of room to maneuver on the east side.
Yeah,
Plus-
there's a lot of dips and whatever that thing can dip into. I mean, Locusts are tiny as shit compared
Tiny
to
as shit
everything
and
else.
Well, maybe this
fast.
ion is a good idea. I think.
Yeah, what's the movement on a Locust? It's got to be, what was it?
4, which means it
So
moves
it's 8?
8, which means it can push itself to 12.
Yeah, no, they're
Like
never
you're
gonna
not
catch
gonna
that.
like it's as fast as Talos's bike.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So,
Almost.
do distraction thing coming on the left
Nearly.
side, and then just go
Yeah.
from there. I think
I
so.
love it. All right, so we open our scene with the. I need to name the dropship. We're gonna call the dropship the Honey Badger, because that's funny to me. The Honey Badger.
Okay, Skylar's gonna love piloting a honey badger.
The Honey Badger. It's angry. It's gonna swoop in really low. I'm talking like hovering low, using the terrain to like help deflect
Nap of the
radar.
Earth. Nap of the Earth, baby.
And as it gets to like right about here, right? Like you get to about right low to the ground, right about over yonder. As you get to there, the Locust, one of the doors opens, the Locust pops out, and the pilot for this Locust is going to be Kane, Kanae, who is one of the new NPCs as well. I shall show her to you in just a moment. She
Let's
is
go.
kind of a dark brown haired gal with overly plucked eyebrows, it looks like. But you know what? To each their own. It's all good. With that being said, she simply says, mission, distract, annoy, harass, wish me luck. And then just starts
And don't
just
don't
takes
locusts have
off.
jump jets?
They
They
do
don't.
not.
Okay. I was thinking you don't even have to land the ship. You can just get it close, and the machine just jump out.
This
That'd
thing
look
takes
cool.
this thing takes time.
Yep.
Moves around, starts to move in, just flying really low, going dark, stays
Yep.
really low to the ground, just 10 feet off the ground, danger close. Gets up here, and then you guys have a chance to boop, and then boop, and then skadoop, and you guys are all able to drop out one after another. Ooh, you guys are a Star Lance. Look at that. Ah,
nice.
5 of you. That's not the right time period, dear wolf. My immersion's ruined. No, it's fine.
Reinforced lances are a thing.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm having fun here. All right, but you guys zippity zoop, zippity zap over to the right flank, and the drop ship says, "I'll be in close proximity. I can get here in just a few minutes. Good luck, boys. Stay safe and get out." And you hear that telltale whoosh as it takes off low to the ground. And at this point, based on your good strategy, they have not spotted you yet. They have not picked you up on radar. They have not spotted you yet. You're not getting any alarms, any alerts, anything of that nature. But you wait for about 60 seconds. You can see just sort of down over the crest of the hill in front of you. You can see a couple of mechs just making slow patrols around the perimeter, moving about, and you see a couple of these tanks just sort of sitting there. You're hearing a little bit of chatter, over comms. They're on open channels, they don't give a fuck. They don't think anyone's going to attack them. And they're talking about the weather and the last game they watched from the Solaris gladiatorial games. And then one of them, you hear this. Wait, what the fuck is that? I got something on radar. What the? Damn, that thing's moving fast. Is that a fucking look? Incoming missiles! And you just see this streak of LRM-5s, twin links.
It's like that scene in Charlie Wilson's War where the Russian pilots are in the helicopter just shooting the shit and they get shot down by a Stinger missile.
Mm-hmm. And you watch as these missiles go. God damn, that was a good roll. Holy shit! But you watch as these missiles go flying towards this bulldog. They hit the bulldog. They hit it on the left-hand side, and as it hits the left-hand side, it does missile damage for LRMs is going to be 2 plus MM. No, hold on. It's going to be LRM-5's 2 plus MM max 4. Boom! Slams into the side of this bulldog, blowing off a chunk of it. You hear the alarm on the base. Vreep, vreep, vreep. We're under attack! And then over comms, you hear your new Mechwarrior. You hear her say, "Come on, you dirty bastards, come and get me." And then she quickly turns tail and starts to take off, just sprinting. And we're gonna go ahead and roll into initiative and get weird here. I'm very excited, and I'm gonna get some battle music going for you guys.
Sweet.
Oops. Make sure I'm the right one. Which one of these is me?
Selected on me.
I'm trying to make sure I'm the right one.
Reflex plus reflex, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is my Irby on the field?
You are not.
You don't have an Irby. It doesn't exist. It's not real.
Oh, that was a good initiative. Nice.
Let's go.
I rename this thing.
Where did I put your Irby? Where is your Irby? Oh, there it is. Billy Goober.
Great.
Alright, you should have control of the Dervish, by the way, Steve. Double check me and make sure you do. You do. Perfect.
Reflex. Reflex.
Alright.
You want to put your name in your thing for... Well, I did for mine because we have 2 Centurions, but you double-click it and change the name of the token.
Love to see it. Let's get wild. Alrighty then, boys. Round 1. Wow! 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 Urban Mech
Herbie
first? The fuck?
He's the slowest one, so it works.
Woo! That makes sense. I love to see it.
Follow my tracers. Yeah. That would put me in close. Would I be in medium or close range of that? Of this guy.
That's 7 squares.
Which
What was the,
What's the edge of medium?
Oh, it's on the edge of medium. Dang it. Well, AC 20 does reach out to medium, so I'll take a shot.
No, you don't have to do it right now, Wolf. It might not hurt to take the range thing and put it as a handout in the game.
No,
so we don't
for
have to dip a Discord for it.
No, I think that's a great idea.
All right. Let's see. Skill check. So it's gonna be shooting. Minus 2 and 5. Yeah, just 5. 5 to take a shot at this guy.
The one moment, I am just adding a quick handout for you guys.
All good.
Okay.
Boom. Alright, it is literally just ranges at the top. It's right there for you to read.
Nice,
Just so we have it as a reference. That was a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. Silly goober.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I'm also going to add for handouts movement, just so we have it. All players. Save image.
Well, I think it's in there at the top of that other one. Determining movement is at the top.
Is it?
Yeah, we got the resources.
Oh,
where
that's
the
everything.
chart is.
Yeah, that's literally everything. I'm smarter than I thought I was. Derp derp. Look at me go. Alright. Ah,
I believe in you.
look at this guy. It's my first time. I don't know how to game master. Alright, perfect. So
Fucking
that is
smart.
a 9 to hit. Is that correct?
Yep.
Alright. Well, good news, bad news. This guy is not a great pilot. Ooh, he did roll a 6 and a 2. And he's got a +3, so that is unfortunately a miss.
And we had our armor completely repaired. from
Everything
all
is
the-
repaired.
Yeah,
right?
we've
100%,
had 2 months.
Even
Yeah, we
2 months.
repaired it.
Everything is fully repaired.
Okay.
It might not look the best, but
It's
you know,
in there.
grinder and paint makes me the welder I ain't.
Do you think we should make him re-roll that 6?
I mean, we're just at the very. I mean, you might want to hold on to it. Honestly,
Good point. Yeah.
You
We
do
got-
have an
we got a
extra
lot of-
edge
lot
in
of
this
fighting to go.
combat. You do have the extra edge.
how do you up your edge thing again? By
You
the
just
way?
draw one.
Draw. Yeah.
The other thing I was wondering was, could we get an extra
Oh, there it is.
for surprise?
An extra what?
Modifier for surprise.
So I should actually be it.
You know what? I love where your mind's at, Leandra. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give them disadvantage on their rolls during the first round because they don't know you're
Okay.
coming. All right.
Oh, wait,
So I'm gonna
edge.
re-roll his check. All right. I think that's I like where
There
your
you go.
mind's at. He rolled better.
Okay.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Probably get rid of. Oh, that's not what I do.
Just pure luck of getting bouncing around.
However, the good news is that although your shot misses that Centurion, here's what I'm gonna tell you. All right.
It hits the wall.
It
behind
hits
him.
the wall of the structure of the base you're supposed to destroy.
Sure.
So like, that's kind of funny actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a token here for you guys, so that you can see the base itself. And I'm gonna make the token this. I have these really cool shield tokens that are just really pretty. I'm gonna find one that looks cool. All right, boom. So this is the shield token of the base. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a value for its green bubble. I'm gonna let everyone see that green bubble at the top. So you should see like a health bar basically at the top, right?
Okay. Yep.
So first shot, how much damage did that do?
That did 7 damage.
All right, cool. So it's at 93 out of 100. Not
Hmm.
bad. Not bad. You've damaged it. That's a good thing. That's good. That's awesome. Cool fucking shit. Let's go. All right. Next up in the initiative, we are going to go over to the Wolverine. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm going to advance and be recognized.
Love it.
I can move 6, 2, 3.
I'm going to give them disadvantage and they don't get
5,
to act during the
6.
first round because they're
Okay.
because they're surprised.
Surprise round.
You get a surprise round just like D&D. I mean Pathfinder.
I am at short range. I essentially a walk. So I am going to light him up with some beam lasers, SRMs.
You'll love
Have
to
a
see
grand
it.
old time.
You'll love to see it.
Okay, so I get a +6. It's short range.
Yeah.
No equivalent movement on modifier in his part, so I get a +6 to my roll.
He's got a 10. That is a hit, good sir. Roll a hit location.
Alrighty. Hit location mech. Left arm
Left arm, how much damage?
for 4 damage.
Ooh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 4 damage left arm. Does not penetrate, but he doesn't look happy.
Alright, he's not
That's
going to like
pretty
these
good.
SRMs that are coming next. Alright, another +6. 15.
Buddy, let's see what's up with that. All right, 15 is a hit. He gets to make his check again. Miss. That's a miss.
Alright, this is going to
Nicely
be 2
done.
plus missile.
Ooh.
Missile damage.
No extra damage.
biscuits.
That's okay. Still
2
2
points.
Hit location.
Hit location.
Torso. Nice.
Spreading the fire everywhere.
There we go. Torso is 2 damage. Very nice. Nothing penetrated yet, but still good. Any other shots?
Negative. I won't overheat just yet.
All right. You playing it smart. Playing it smart. I like reminds that. I like reminds that. All right. The other Centurion.
Yep, so Steve moves up. Move up to y'all. That should put me in medium range, which it does. So we will engage with the LRMs first.
Love it.
So let's get
Love
a little sketch a little. Let's see what's on this. 6. Not a great roll. Not a great roll.
Well, the good news is he has to roll twice.
Yes, indeed.
That is a hit, sir.
As it hits.
Oh.
All right. So it is. Let's see. Hit location. Left arm.
Ooh, left arm again. How much damage?
Missile damage be 2 hold damage.
All right. Oh, it's 2 plus whatever you roll on the die. So 2 plus 1, I believe. Or is it? So it's. What's your base damage?
My base damage is
1.
so it's 1 plus M total
Plus M?
max
Okay,
of
perfect.
3.
So 2 damage. That is a penetration. That is a penetration. You have gone internal, good sir. You have
Nice.
gone internal.
Good.
Ooh, buddy.
So it's 1 heat, and then he is. You know what? I'm gonna take a shot. Yeah, I'm at a -2. I'm gonna take a shot with the AC
Roll
anyway.
roll me a critical
crit.
damage. Roll critical damage.
Critical damage.
Critical chance.
What was it? Was it arm?
Just roll a critical chance. You have to roll it. You have to roll 2d6 and roll above an 8.
Oh, sorry. I was rolling the damage button.
There's
not
actually a button for it.
Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, not. That's okay.
No, that's fine.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take a shot with the AC. I'm gonna -2 here, but that is fine. 13.
Miss
Uh,
and a hit. That is a hit.
And it's a hit. Palpable
Ooh.
hit.
Look what happens when you get the surprise. Love to see it.
Torso.
Nice. How much damage?
4.
Ooh,
That's
that
alright.
is a penetration. You have blown through his torso armor. Give me a critical chance. Oh, there it is. Do a critical damage on torso, please.
Damage torso.
Primary
weapon
weapon destroyed. I'm trying to think. Does he have anything in his torso?
What is it? What's the mech?
No, he does not. There's no.
Doesn't?
Hold
Yes.
on.
Destroyed his coffee cup.
No,
Is this
hold on.
Centurion, the AC-20 is in the torso.
Centurion, the AC-20 is not in this torso.
Yeah, it's in the right arm.
It's on his arm.
Oh.
The
Yeah, it's in the
LRM
right
is
arm.
in the torso.
There's also a medium.
Oh no,
laser?
the
medium laser
ammo,
is
the ammo is, and the LRM ammo.
Oh yeah, the ammo is. Yeah, you're right.
The
yeah.
ammo is,
Yeah.
but it was not an ammo explosion. So unfortunately,
That's fine.
nothing extra, but that's okay.
That's okay. And that'll be my
That's
turn.
okay. Because I'm trying to think though. No, with the Centurion, the LRMs aren't they in the torso?
Yes,
trying-
LRM.
Yes.
Yeah, the LRM's in the torso.
Yeah,
So
it's-
his
it's-
LRM's
it's-
destroyed.
AC's on the right arm, LRM's in the torso.
Yeah. So his
medium laser's
LRMs
left
are
arm.
destroyed.
And then the second medium laser is
Yeah.
actually in the back.
His LRM gets blown the fuck up, which is awesome. So
Cool.
there you fucking
Nice.
go. Nicely done,
Nice.
sir. Nice.
Yeah, I spent some
Woot.
points in gunnery to
Good
up my
shit.
shit.
Anything else?
Let me return.
All right. Quick Draw doesn't get a turn. They're like powering up and confused. The Dervish.
Vampire.
God,
Vampire,
it's so
vampire,
awkward.
vampire.
It's so awkward, Steve, to be
Yeah.
in this wet vehicle, but you're there. You're trying.
Hey, we got some Sims. I mean, he might have,
He's confused
inkling.
and scared. He's confused and scared.
Yeah, you're gonna hear him like on the internal comm, like, okay, where am I going? Which direction?
I was just
Do I just go forward?
So a lot of radio comms you can set it to where like you get radio for one channel in one ear, one in the other. I imagine maybe Nilos and Talos have a radio channel, like a separate keybind to just talk to each other. It's like, what do I do? What does this thing do? And I have to explain it to them. Be like, all right, this is what you got to do.
What button do I push? I hate it.
To be fair, they even do that in like F1, so it's fine. It happens.
Facts.
So he's gonna waddle to there, but you can see like the whole thing's kind of just lurching and veering around, kind of like some sort of maniac is driving this.
It's like, people who, rather than maintain it consistent, like on the throttle pedal, they like gas, let off, gas, let off, and you can tell.
Like one leg goes up, cross, back down. Okay. Child is driving this.
You gotta learn to walk sometime, buddy. We'll do some Chrome Hounds shit. We'll get the base of a tank with the torso of a mech.
Well, there's a game I've not heard in a long time.
God, I miss Chrome Hounds so much, dude.
We'll
do that,
Can you
though.
make the gigantic sphere not selectable? It's the only thing that I can select every time I click on the map over there.
Oh,
Well, you're 6 squares away.
Yeah, I can do that.
Put it on the map later, probably.
Oh, let me see here really quick. How do I want to do that? Because I want you guys to be able to see its health bar. I will send it to the map player.
Oh.
Now it's gone. So
It's fine.
it's okay. I'll make it smaller. It'll be fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry
we know
about
the whole base is on the shoot.
it. Yeah.
Do we want to start on the second mech?
You're
Or the first one?
in. You have what, double LRM?
Yeah, so I've got 2 LRM 10s.
I mean, you're in range. You're in medium range. I mean, if you want to just
Yeah,
start
medium
pelting
range
that
with
other
that.
one. That other one is pretty fucked up. So I mean, if you want to go ahead and hit that other one, because yeah, I mean, go for it. What's your
And
gunnery?
Well,
Just curious.
I was going to kind of broach this subject. I have no gunnery for mechs, only combat vehicle.
Ooh. Well, dude, just a 2d6.
Yikes.
I mean, say still roll 2d6. Okay.
Which one are you shooting? The quick draw?
The southern one, yeah. That's that one. Yeah.
That's unfortunately a miss. That's okay.
That's still first
Fine.
shots.
You got another one.
Yeah.
All right. It's all right. We're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're okay. Okay. Oh, we're having fun here. All right, and let's save that. And we got that saved.
Did you have any skill points you could throw? just 1 point of gunnery.
Oh boy, howdy. All right, and then
It's like 1
Centurion
point for the first-
Leandra.
Oh, poor Talos. Poor Talos.
He's doing his best.
Hey man, even if they don't hit him, like if I was in another mech and just like what is it, LRM-10s, the 20 missiles
Yeah.
come flying at my ass, that's disconcerting.
I'm probably going to hit the first Centurion. I'm just trying to
I
finish
think
it off.
that's a great idea.
So, okay, let's go with the LRMs.
You're also in a C and 9A, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to remember. Was it? 2d6 and get
2d6 and gunnery. Plus reflex, so it's whatever that second number is.
All right, that's not terrible.
It's no problem.
That's a hit. That's a hit, baby bird. Give me a hit location.
So why are they rolling twice? What did I miss?
They're at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
I'm having to roll
disadvantage.
twice,
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Torso. How much damage?
Missile.
Maybe 1 plus
1.
no 1.
Okay.
So just one.
Roll me a critical chance because it has gone internal.
Nice.
That is a critical hit. Give me roll
Nice.
critical damage.
Also,
Wait, did that missile damage do it?
Gyro damage.
Nice.
Moving at a -1, and you have a +1 to hit it.
That missile damage thing didn't even roll correctly, right?
Yeah, it did.
It is possible to get 0
It is
missile
possible
damage.
to get 0 missile
Oh,
damage.
is it? Okay, I thought
Yes,
it was
is.
just like D3. Okay, come on.
Yep, so it is now has
and,
gyro damaged.
and AC 20.
Oh boy, this could be it.
20 or 10?
He's in an A. Are you in an AH or an
Yeah,
A?
AH.
Yeah, you have a 20
okay.
then.
You got the You got the H. You fancy boy, lady, fancy lady.
Sacrifices some medium lasers for a big ass fucking cannon.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. That's scary.
That's pretty neat.
Ooh, that would be a miss. That is a hit.
Okay, it's good. 7. Oh yeah, I need to roll a location, right?
Yes, sir.
Also,
Oh,
nice.
as it
Ooh,
strikes
that's
the
good.
torso, the thing just goes kerboom and explodes, and a nice fiery explosion. You'll
Well,
love to see it.
I mean,
You'll
look,
love to see
we have a
it.
spare Centurion head, arms, legs.
Oh
Perfect,
my
perfect salvage.
god, that
Just
was crazy.
not a chess piece.
Nice fucking shot.
Andrew goes over the
Boyle.
comms to tell us just point and press. Pretty easy.
Point and press, man. Point and press. All right, and that was everybody. Okay, we're
Leandro, just gonna
officially
shut up, Leandro.
officially at round one. And first up is none other than the Urban Mech.
Yep. Let's see. 6. Yeah, I can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Pushing it again. And that brings me to baby that short range. And I'm gonna shoot my AC 20 at this.
Mess
and
him up.
Go.
Oh, never mind. It's
All
my own
right,
question.
they're no longer rolling at disadvantage. However,
Okay.
that was a really good roll.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
roll. Yeah.
That was a hit.
That is 7 damage to the left arm.
Ooh, that is enough to destroy its left arm. Holy fuck.
Nice.
Holy fuck.
What mech did he hit? What?
The quick draw. So
the
left
quick
arm
draw,
is
okay.
hit, which means it's lost 2 of its medium lasers. Damn!
Do I get a
God damn.
critical chance? since
Yes, you may roll a critical chance.
All right. Ah, I just missed it.
Just missed it. You hate to see it. Woo wee. Anything else?
boy.
Anything else, good sir?
We're gonna use a small laser on him because.
Oh, I like
hey,
where your mind's at.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay, yeah.
This fucking guy.
I can send
okay,
it.
send him another. Let's see.
That's a
Nice.
pretty good hit. That's a hit.
All right.
Damn, that urban mech is on fire. Oh!
which
Oh!
is internal
Oh!
damage.
Go straight internal to the torso for how much?
For just 1 damage.
1 damage.
but
Okay,
still.
but that's still 1 internal damage, which is good, and it is a critical, perhaps.
Yes. Nope.
Ah, it's all right, but goddamn, that was.
I think I'll give you a. Should I give you an edge for that one? I feel like I'll give you an edge.
Okay. An edge to re-roll that one
The
single
critical.
one.
Yeah.
I feel like the Irby is our little Mike Tyson, dude. Like it's an Irby, and then it bites your fucking ear off.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's scary.
Everyone's got a plan until the Urban Mech punches him in the mouth.
Atomic.
Nope. You could have skipped over me.
No, I didn't. You don't get a turn.
Aw.
You don't exist. You're not real.
Did it read?
I'm not a real boy. Alright, we're gonna see her move over a little
Why did
bit.
it not?
That should have been in my full of 6. And 6 to hexes away. Oops. There we go. And line them up. Do it again. Medium blaze, just SRM. And plus 6. So no movement yet.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. That's scary. He's got this. He doesn't have this.
Alright, 4 damage to torso.
All right, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Doesn't penetrate. Doesn't penetrate. That was a good hit.
Alright.
It's a good hit.
And then now with the SRM.
Okay.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Let's go. Alright. Hit
Damn.
location.
Woo-wee.
Torso again.
Okay, how much damage?
2 plus missile. For a total of 4.
Oh my god! So that is destroys the center torso armor and goes 2 internal. Give me a critical chance.
Alrighty, rolling. Doesn't look like it.
That is unfortunate, not a critical hit. Alright, now it's Atomic's turn.
Yeah.
Finish it off.
I was trying to look. I couldn't find it because I'm dumb. The Centurion has a thing, improved targeting. Does it do anything? No.
Unfortunately.
Okay. I just double check.
If you're playing the more complicated version, it does, but we're playing the simplified version.
Gotcha. Okay. I just noticed that for the first time. Just making sure. Let's see. I'm gonna screw up next to this. So if I full throttle is what? Just 1 heat? This would be 6 if I do that. Wish I could get up in this cover here. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Let's do a little pushy push. So we'll get up to Meow. Fix my token so it doesn't drive Wolf crazy. And then I'm gonna take a shot at this gentleman here with the ACTM.
This poor quick draw's not even gonna get a chance to fire back.
Yeah, fuck him. So it's what 6, 13.
That is good. That's a good roll.
Let's see, hopefully
That's a hit.
Good.
I
That's
rolled
good.
double once.
Hit location. Torso.
Oh! And we watch as this thing just goes boom. Oh, didn't even get a chance to shoot back. Poor guy. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it.
No, are we going? We're going up or going down? What direction are we moving here? I don't want to split the party.
Looks like going upward-ish. I'm kind of heading towards the back gate.
Okay.
That's amazing.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right, this quick draw's dead. Bulldog's like, oh
Just
fuck.
Out of interest, what's the locust doing? Has the locust just run away?
It ran off. You said its mission was to come in and then fucking dip, so it did.
So just Steve. Steve, you're the only one that hears it, but you just hear engine kill as that mech goes down.
This Bulldog LRM moves over and sees a Wolverine and says, "Ooh, boy howdy, Do I love LRM 10s? As it has 4 of them, so it's just
Oh,
gonna
boy.
fucking unload on you. Now the good news is, not great at shooting. Two rounds of shots, 2 twin linked, 11 and 10. Give me 2 piloting checks.
Alrighty.
Oh, Twitch has crashed. Why you do this?
No hit.
Well, for the first one,
And no hit.
wow.
Boom, 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 all around you. Amazing.
Well, I have a new friend.
Amazing. This badger here is like vroom, 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 vroom. It's gonna vroom, vroom over to here, and is going to take a potty shotty at you with a couple of medium lasers. 10 and a 9.
Alrighty, here we go. First one. Nice.
Ooh, damn.
Woo! That's a miss.
You have the high. I think you have the highest piloting, right?
Yeah, I'm about a +5 when I'm rolling.
That is a meet,
Oh, you're saying-
and
okay.
defender wins ties. So that is a miss. Nice.
Alrighty.
Done.
Nice.
The Centurion is dead.
Nice.
This quick draw is alive. This quick draw is going to double time it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So base of 3, 3 becomes 6, 6 becomes... Alright, can move up to here. It's going to see an urban mech and say, hello, how are you? And
Hello there.
it is at medium range. Right? It is at
Yes, 7 to 11 is
medium
medium.
range. These are -2 at medium range, so there's not a good chance it hits you. But it's going to be shoostings at you. A 7. And a 9. It is slightly faster than you, which means it does get a bonus to hit, so that 7 and 9 becomes a 8 and a 10.
He pushed though too. So don't they have a -1 to shoot at him?
No.
Or is that no? Okay.
Nope.
It has to be that turn.
It'll be a -1 for us to shoot back at him, I
Jonathan,
think.
Jonathan, you gonna make you make some piloting checks? You trying to
That's what I
dodge, or are you gonna just take the
Play
hit,
-1.
or what are we doing here?
Yeah, I'll take
You'll be fine, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll
Yeah, no,
see.
it's a -1 on that turn according to the range, the chart thing. This
Oh
thing.
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
-1 any opponent's attacks against you if you push full toggle, but it's only
Against you.
turn specific.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right,
gotcha.
so that is a miss. Give me another one.
Miss and get another one. Oh boy, this one's also gonna get hit.
That's a miss. Oh, the Irby is just like boop,
It's a
boop.
small. He's just a small lad.
He's so hard to hit. You can't touch him. This LRM bulldog.
It's a
is
round, so
going
shit
to
just deflects right
move.
off.
This guy sees the urban mech.
It's like shooting at a
and
tactical
says,
egg.
Yep, definitely got to take that thing out. 8 and a 9. Ooh, these guys can't roll anything over a fucking 3 or 4. That's great, man. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Better than the alternative.
They weren't expecting us.
2 more piloting checks, Jonathan.
Oh boy.
Come at me, bro.
You can do it.
I believe in you. You're good?
Go. It's one.
Oh,
Nice.
just explosions
Well
all
done.
around the urban mech. It's moving so slow that they're like trying to pace it, and it's moving too slow for them to be able to yeah, that's good. That's good.
I can
That's
just
good.
imagine sometimes stuff hits it, but because it's round, it just deflects
Oh, yeah.
right
It's
off.
like a ricochet off of
It's
like
a-
a World War II tank.
Yeah, it's a tactical egg.
We've been hit.
what
Just a
it is.
ricochet. Just a ricochet.
Yep.
That was a high velocity gun. No shit, I heard a whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Mechs or
Exactly.
tanks? What do you reckon?
I feel the mechs are the biggest threat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tanks we can kind of kick and stomp.
just pick up and throw.
Well, I can. I don't have arms.
Well, you're okay. You're the
Right, you
tactical.
have-
You're the tactical T-Rex.
Yeah, I don't have arms. I just have arms.
That would be great if you just.
Yeah, just a gun.
Well, no, you just name. We
Shooting
should
that
name,
quick draw. Okay.
name your mech the T-Rex because it's ain't got no arms.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. Tao's just trying so hard.
I mean, you throw. You know, it's orc logic. You throw. You're rolling up D6. You're gonna hit something.
Defender wins ties.
Ah,
So
good
sorry,
effort
Taos.
though.
So sorry. You know what? Based on the angle, it will hit the building. Like, I'm gonna have it veer off and hit the building and the structures. Give me two. What were you shooting, Talos?
LRM.
Okay, give
Oh,
me
one plus
two missile rolls. One, so
two.
becomes 3. So that is 1 plus 1. That is going to be
It's
a total
2 plus MM.
Yeah, so that is a total of 4 damage
2
to the
plus?
building. It's now down to 89%.
Oh.
You're working
So
through
if
it.
if it's MM, is it missile damage rolled twice?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well then,
And
take
you
another
get-
4 off.
Yeah, you get
Well,
different
it's
LRMs.
you roll the M twice. You rolled 2 there. If it was
Yeah, you
4
just-
times, it'd be MMMM.
No,
Yeah,
because
it's
I shot
just-
it twice.
Oh yes, okay then yes, you're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right. Okay, so that'd be another 2. So that's gonna
Okay.
be another 3. Okay, yeah, down to 86% on the structure. Not bad. This
Oh, yeah, 'cause you got 2
Centurion
SMTs.
is next. I'd like to imagine that Talos is gonna say he meant to do that.
Talos is gonna like lock the legs out and just kind of squat on the side of the hill and go, I think this is about me, guys.
You'll love to see it.
Need to get one of those mechs that has an axe, so he can go up and just
A
start
hatchet?
beating.
A hatchet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just so he can go and start beating the shit out of dudes.
Start with the LRMs on the quick. Those are quick draws, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goddamn.
Jesus.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's a hit.
Great rolls, man.
Oh, you guys are crushing it today. This is wild.
2.
Leander always gets good gunnery rolls. It's ridiculous.
All right, that's torso.
Yeah.
Okay.
And AC 20.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. I rolled a 1 now.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you,
Oh.
That's a
Tommy.
miss.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna last
"Woo!
forever.
Hey there, sister. Yikes. Hey there. What are you doing over
It's
there?
hit high.
Calm down. Alright, this quick draw back here is going to be like, oh my god. Oh my god. It's going to move up to here. It's going to target the Centurion that just shot its friend. And
Blue one.
it's gonna alpha strike you. It's gonna shoot a lot of medium lasers at you, and I want to say that this is personal. Here it comes.
Big bad.
1, 2, and 3. 3 piloting checks, please. That's good. That's good.
Wins.
Oh,
Hey.
wow! Coming through in the clutch.
them all.
Oh, just all misses. Damn, that was
right at the feet.
crazy. That was wild. All right, 2 more bulldogs are going to power up. Let me get them in the initiative really quick. And okay, and then let me get this badger. Rum is gonna rum over to here. And next round, let me resort descending, and let me roll in your new friend. Another mech powers up. As that mech powers up, your sensors indicate the following.
big.
King Crab.
Ooh. I love a king crab. It's just they're so squat. It's so like
Good
oh,
news
it's
is,
a
though,
small building. I
Good
can't
news
hit
is,
shit
though,
now.
it's reading as it's partially damaged. Like, it's not
Mm.
fully repaired. Like, you're seeing red on some of its armor, so it's not, like, full up, as it were.
Gotcha.
So,
Well,
god damn.
We need to salvage that just so we can name it clamps.
Give him the
Yeah.
clamps!
Give it
All right.
clamps.
Alright, so it's going to power up and get him rolled in the combat initiative.
okay.
Alright, he's in.
Boy.
Want to remind Eric and Talos of jump jets.
King Crab is going to say the following: "You pirate scum! I shall destroy you!"
Let me know how that works out for you, friend.
Just in the background, you just hear that fucking song. Yar har fiddly dee. Being a pirate is hard on me. Just to annoy them.
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
shoot this guy with. I want you to fucking take a big fucking guess.
AC, fuck you.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
On the quick draw?
Yeah, the quick draw.
Ooh.
That
oof.
Oof, that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Get him! Get him!
7 damage. to the
Oh, that's a
torso.
pierce. That's a penetration.
Damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Critical chance.
Critical chance.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, no, still, it's a shitload of damage.
Oh my god.
And I'll hit him with the fucking small laser just to.
He has suffered just a traumatic emotional event.
Yep.
That is a hit.
14.
That is a
That is a
hit.
hit. That is 1 damage.
That is 1 damage too.
Emotional damage.
Let's see the torso again.
Give me another critical chance.
Come on, buddy.
Oh,
Wait,
wait,
wait.
wrong one. Critical chance.
Oh!
There
Yes!
you go. Finally.
Get him.
Roll
Get
the
him.
critical torso. Engine shielding
Engine
damage. It's
shielding
generating
damage.
1 extra heat, which means he is running hot. He is running hot enough to where now because he did Alpha Strike. Give me 1 second. I have to check something. Heat, 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 heat. Oh. He shuts down.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
He is
Fucking
forced to shut down.
Fucking
He
Jonathan
is
doing
not.
some work.
Explosion of
He's
fire.
not gonna. He's not gonna avoid it because 1 more. If he does it, he goes up by 1 more, and he
Suffers another.
suffers another one
extremely
and gets
devastating-
he can't get an ammo explosion. If he gets an ammo explosion, he explodes.
Yeah.
Should walk over and punch him.
All right. Are you moving, Urban Mech?
No, I'm staying right here.
You're in a good spot, Wolverine.
All right, we're gonna keep moving north
Um.
to here.
So, Leandra, you want to stay with the Irby, kind of whatever, and then I can kind of push up with the Wolverine? You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's get this, hopefully the Bulldog off the field.
Love it.
I am jumping, so that does take a little bit away from my,
Heat.
well, does heat and makes my gunnery a little less effective. So now I'm rolling a 5 against it, or depending on how fast it moved.
Roll them bones, baby bird.
All right.
That's a hit.
All right, medium lasers, 4 damage.
Let's go.
With
And
this.
then, all right, SRM shot.
I'd just like to thank you guys for using all of my luck so that when I play Cyberpunk later, I'm absolutely hosed.
Oh no.
That is another
how
hit.
it
That's
goes.
2
Good.
hits. 2 hits.
Nice. Very nice.
All right,
Damn.
missile damage.
Okay.
2 damage total then.
Okay. And then give me a location hit.
Vehicle. Rear.
Rear. Okay. That's 2 damage.
You're kind of shooting at it at an angle.
All right. Boop, boop,
And I
boop,
realized I
boom.
actually didn't roll the
Didn't you shoot
location
twice,
for the
though?
first one.
Didn't you shoot twice? You didn't roll. Yeah, you didn't do a hit location on the first attack.
Okay. So the first
Front.
shot was front for 4 and
Okay.
the rear for 2.
He puts a hole in it, and then the thing goes through that hole and hits the back.
All right. It's still up, but it ain't happy. Any other shots?
That is all I got.
These are some good rolls, guys.
Guys are crushing it today. This is nice to see after that
Yeah, all
last time. That was kind of rough.
All right. I'm gonna move to support the Wolverine. Wolverines. I'm gonna move
Wolverine.
move up, yeah,
That's fun.
that way, and then I'm gonna engage that. So you attack this top one here, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna engage that one with the. I mean, he's in range, but measure
Who's
just
my
for
mech
sure.
warrior kitty? You are
Five.
Mizuna.
All right, I'm gonna engage him with the autocannon. So check plus 6 plus 6. 13.
Okay. Can you roll lower, maybe? That'd be great.
Yeah, I can, but I'm, getting some right side.
How much damage is that?
Autocannon be 4, AC 10.
That's a penetration.
Voice.
Goody.
Roll me a critical chance.
Critical chains. 4. Nope.
Okay, give me a critical damage.
Well, I actually got through with a 4.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Never mind. Never mind. You're good. But it's
Second
penetrated.
weapon, I'm gonna fire medium laser. Yeah, medium laser. All right, same guy. 9. There's my lower roll.
Ooh, there it is.
Yep.
Boom, miss.
Miss. That's fine. That'll be your turn.
This one is going to LRM at the guy that did the most damage to him. 2 shots.
After that, it'd be a
Oof.
holy
Oof. Damn.
Woo!
That might be a.
Woo!
That might be a reroll.
We'll see. Because I jumped, I get it added up to +1, so
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Ooh.
first one.
Damn.
Ah,
Is that with your +1 though?
yeah, that's with the +1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You taking
So,
it?
yeah. First
Alright.
round.
All right.
Yeah,
that
you're at
will
Wolverine.
be-
That's terrible.
That's not terrible. That's not terrible.
You just hear over the comms, "Stop scratching my goddamn paint."
Oh! Oh!
Ow.
Oh! Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's rough. That is
Where did
going
it hit,
to be
though?
4. That's actually going to be 7 damage. That's
Crap.
rough.
I mean,
That's going to be right arm.
Ooh. That's going to take an internal.
I mean, how late in the decision process do you have to declare
Before
a
I
reroll?
start rolling other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Does not critical though. Does
Alrighty.
not critical
That
though, but
hurt.
yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that's not great. Nothing destroyed though, right?
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
But that is where my large laser and medium lasers are.
Badger
or at least
sees
one of
you
them is.
looking wounded
Yeah.
and is going to move up and is going to try to medium laser you. Two medium lasers come at you.
Alrighty.
You're good?
Okay.
Ooh, that is a hit.
Ah,
Do you want me to re-roll? I rolled 2 4s.
no, we'll see where the damage goes.
Okay, here it comes. Hit location mech. Torso. Torso.
Okay. Torso, I can
Torso.
take how much damage?
Torso.
Torso with a crit.
With a crit.
Ooh. In that case, I
Yeah.
might have you re-roll that one with
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit location mech.
We got the remember we got the extra
Just
edge too.
torso.
Yep.
Just torso. Yeah, because that was double
Okay.
ones. So that's just
So-
torso, and that's 4 damage to your torso.
Roger.
All right.
Alright.
Now the big fun happens. 1, 2,
Ooh, yeah.
3.
That
The
hurts.
king crab starts going clunk, 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 clunk. Cannot see you though yet. Cannot see you. These things are slow as fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I did the angle that I did.
This bulldog's gonna move up. This bulldog does have aim on you, good sir. And you're gonna get a
Okay.
couple more LRMs at you. The second one might hit. I doubt the first one will.
Okay. Let's get the rolling here.
They're coming at you, baby bird.
Alright. First one. Dodged.
Nice.
Second one.
Nice.
There we go.
There it
Nice,
is.
nice, nice.
This quick draw is going to.
We're only got a +10,
Dude,
Damn.
dude.
+9.
It's gonna try to shoot the Irby.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So you've
11 to
chosen
10.
death,
11 and 10. That'd be scary with that AC 20, man.
dude. Like I said, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
It's 1, and then let's see. Okay, 1 hits.
All right, that'll be 4 damage to your right leg.
Okay, I don't know how much armor I have on the legs. He gets a 1. He gets a critical. Because
Does not critical.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh god! Oh god, it hurts.
Yeah.
All right, this guy's gonna move up. He's gonna shoot at the Centurion. So that would be you, good sir, Mr. Centurion man, Mr. Blue Centurion.
Madam, please.
He is going to shoot at you. Oh, that's a hit.
Did we
Roll
repaint our
again,
mechs or
Leandra.
just leave them the same color?
Yeah, officially they're gray, but we haven't changed it in the game.
Sorry, the second one, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, howdy. Second one misses. First one is a hit. That will be 2 damage plus. That's gonna be 4 damage because it's a max of 4 to your right arm. 4 damage to your right arm.
Okay, strip some armor. That doesn't go crit.
All right. This bulldog here is gonna move up. It smells blood in the water on the centurion. There'll be 2 shots at you. 11 and 7. 7's probably gonna miss. You're good. You're good, baby bird. The dervish. Talos. Talos. Talos.
So I'm going to shoot at this one because it's the one that shot last. So,
Okay.
Talos' simple mind
This
is
one?
just going to shoot the thing that shot last.
9 on the quick draw or the bulldog?
This quick draw.
Draw? Alright, cool. Okay.
He did roll a 12 on that one.
I did
but-
roll a 12 on the that one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my edge though. I'm going to waste edge on avoiding being hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Centurion Leandra.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the one that's shut down.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a plot point to just point my shit at it, basically, and see if we can
Scoop to Grace.
take
So
it.
I will
think we
let
can take
you.
it
I would,
impact.
as much as I would love your plot point, it's shut down. It's auto hits.
Oh yeah, but I'd like to try and take it intact from like a salvage
Oh,
perspective.
you want to just like,
I'd like to-
you just want to hit the head.
Well, I just want to get the pilot out of there and like, running for the hills, basically.
Okay, so you want to just run up and basically like, scare him out of the cockpit,
Yeah,
like run up like you're about to just like punch the cockpit and force
Yeah,
him to
yeah,
punch
exactly.
out. All right,
Yeah.
cool. He punches out.
This is a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world.
All right, he is
Nice.
he is out of the fight.
Nice.
That quick draw is intact
Nice,
And
mostly.
And I'd like to then turn the weapons on the other quick draw, and let's go for the other quick draw.
Hell yeah.
So we will start, as is tradition, with the LRMs. Actually, no, I'm in short range
You
now. Can that fire?
LRMs.
Yes. Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, they're good. They're short
LRM
medium.
10s.
Yeah, short medium.
Yeah.
Ooh. And the AC-20. Ooh. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna spend some edge here because I think we.
They don't call them
probably-
quick draws for nothing.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 and a
Yeah.
6 on the first, and a 3 and a 5 on the second.
I'm probably gonna re-roll. Can I re-roll my 1?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a hit.
There we go. Very nice.
Yeah. So.
AC 20 hit.
Yep. Hit location. Right arm.
7 damage.
7. Yeah.
That penetrates and destroys the right arm. Give me a critical chance.
Nope.
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 It's okay, but it has lost some of its medium lasers. Damn. All right,
Oh
this
boy,
quick
it's
draw
our
is
turns.
out of the fight. This badger is gonna go vroom, up to here and go. Ooh, twin link medium lasers. Boop, boop. Leandra, 2 piloting checks. You're good. You're good.
Good.
Damn, girl. Urban Mech. Your
Alright,
leg is a
fucking
little
quick
crispy.
draw. Yep, it is. It's very crispy. It's got one more structure in it, actually. It's pretty
Ooh.
bad.
And then your movement speed becomes half.
Half of 1, which rounds up to 1.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just say that I can't push it anymore.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Firing on the quick draw.
Oh, you got him.
Alrighty then.
You got him.
Got him.
Gotcha,
So-
bitch.
Well,
7
that
damage.
quick draw explodes. It already had torso damage, so that quick draw
Okay.
goes a boom,
Alright.
friggin' boom.
Then I will move slightly forward to here. Will this bring me? Yeah, that'll bring me in short range, and I'll just fire a small laser at the bulldog, right?
Yeah.
All right. 7.
The hit.
Okay, hit the vehicle.
Ooh,
right
1 damage to the right side.
One
Hey, that
damage.
hurt.
Ain't nothing. All right, that's it.
Wolverine.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm definitely a little nervous about that kicking crab.
Oh, you'll be fine. Maybe.
Maybe. Not with a lot of my arms are stripped off.
Yeah. So we smoked that one tank, right? The one you front back punched?
Nope. Not yet.
No. Oh, you moved back. Okay.
And trying to grab it so I can torso twist it. Come on, baby.
Yeah, trying to grab the thing is annoying sometimes.
Yeah. But angling it a little more to the left.
Yeah, we know what you're trying to do. From there, what's the medium? 7 to 11. It's a punch.
Alright, that puts me out to 7. And that brings it into medium range, so -2. So jump, so net -3, so 3 to hit. And this is against this guy right here. Medium lasers. It missed. Alright,
well.
SRMs.
Which guy are you shooting at?
The one bulldog in the center right here.
Okay, gotcha.
Got it with the missiles. 2 plus 3 damage total.
2.
2 vehicle. The right side.
It explodes. Boom.
Nice.
Yeah, 1 kill.
Boom.
And then that will conclude my turn.
I'm gonna seeing the Wolverine back up. I will additionally back up, and then I see it's still 7 to 11, so I'm still in medium range on this guy. So, do I engage that top little guy or this bottom badger? So they're called badgers, right?
Yeah, the little ones
Okay.
are the badgers.
Little one's the badgers. Okay, what's the medium one's called?
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, gotcha. Names, I'm terrible with names. Well, I guess the Irby's got that one. Oh, yeah, I'll engage this smaller badger here.
That one's more damaged, right? So maybe we should just
Finish it off. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we will engage that with. Let's see, we're what? Medium. I'll fire some LRMs at it. Why not? Why not? He says. 13.
Biscuits.
That's a
That was
miss.
a double. That was double 6s though.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my edge because we got this king crab coming up. We don't know what it's.
Be a coward. That's fine.
I mean, shut your mouth. And then I'm gonna fire. Let's see, medium. I'll fire the AC. It's a penalty, but that's fine. So I'm only rolling it. It's just good double checking my stupid stat is. See if it hits 10. Yeah, you can roll bad. Probably won't, but
Well, let's see what happens. Eeny, meeny, miny. Nope.
yeah, miss. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That'll be my turn. Swing and a miss. 2 swings and a miss. It's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Bulldog is dead. This badger says, "Hey, don't shoot at me." It's gonna zip over to here and it's gonna go pew 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 pew. These are both at the Centurion.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Pew 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 pew.
Rolls 12.
Hit.
Yeah. Oh, not 55. Just
Miss. You will take 4 damage to your torso.
Make you reroll that one.
Oh, come on. You don't want me to hit your torso?
Yeah, I'd rather not. I need those LRMs.
Come on. It's your torso. That sucks. What the fuck, man? That's stupid.
That's perfect.
4 damage. Is that penetrate?
It does not.
Alright, good. Good. King Crab says, "Pirate filth. This will be your grave." And just blows through the wall of the exterior, dealing an additional
lovely.
10 damage to the structures. Gets right up next to you, sir, and says, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah.
It's
Does
gonna
he shout, "Oh yeah," as he comes through the wall?
It's gonna
Oh,
shoot. It's
yeah.
gonna shoot you with 2 AC-20s.
Oh.
You ready, buddy?
Yeah, king
Yep.
crabs are nasty
What's
in
your
point
speed,
blank.
by the way?
My speed is a 3 for a total of 6.
All right, so he's got some minuses to hit you. I'm gonna add those in when I make his roll.
And I jumped.
Yeah, king crab is nasty, but it's so short. It always
11
you
and
have to get all the
15.
buildings out of the way.
Roger that.
That's what the edge is for.
Get the first one.
Save. Come on. I'm
Spin
He
the
rolled
plot
a 5
point.
and a 6 on
That-
his.
yeah.
Plot point on the second roll.
Plotter edge.
You gonna make me re-roll?
Yup.
All
For
right.
that second one.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
both
There you go.
misses.
There you go.
Oh, all right. He does have a large laser. He's gonna choose to run a little hot and try to shoot you with the large laser.
Oh boy.
Nope. I just want. No, it's because I have that selected.
And 11 for the large. Okay. Hang it. Okay, let's see where the large laser hits.
Yeah.
Left
Nope.
arm,
That one is untouched.
3 damage,
3 damage.
and he's running a little hot.
Did the base take some damage from him walking through the wall?
Yes.
Did 10.
Excellent.
Did indeed.
Zips over here. A bunch of LRMs come flying at the Centurion.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Terrible rolls.
How about you stop doing that?
No,
I appreciate that.
you're gonna
Miss.
take it and leg it.
And a miss.
Nice. This quick draw is dead. Bulldog is up. This bulldog is kind of a coward and is actually going to turn and start zipping off away from the battlefield. Like I don't like this. Everyone's dying. I don't want to die.
So we have the locust.
They don't
Imagine
pay
that
me
the
to
locust
die.
just pings him
From
and
down
he
the
flies-
side,
Yeah.
you hear a "Come here, shit stick," and you see an explosion over there as the locust jumps out of nowhere and
The locust
fucks
from the
itself up.
top ring with the metal chair.
Boom, destroyed. As the locust just fucks him up on the south side. You love to see it.
yeah.
I just wanted the locust to have a moment.
That's fun. Gotta be fun.
Yeah. All right. Grab this little thing, pop that over him, and delete him
Cool.
from the initiative. Beautiful. Next up is this bulldog, who's not a coward, and says, boy howdy.
I too have Metcalf.
That Irby doesn't look that threatening anymore. That Centurion, though, looks really threatening. So it's going to unload on the Centurion. Ooh, 15. That could get you. Maybe. That gets you. That gets you.
Oof.
7 misses. All right. All right.
We
Do you
can't
want me
get
to
them all.
re-roll? Do you want me to re-roll? I did roll a 5 and a 6.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's use my edge.
I like where your mind's at.
What we've got next? You can come back next session.
There it is. Gotcha still. It's okay. I just want to milk your edge a little bit so the king crab can
Wow. Wow. Gotta make it weird, huh?
Yeah, well, there it is. All right, the bulldog though has shot. The centurion's getting hit in the left arm for ooh gonna be 4 damage
Okay.
to your left
So
arm.
same as my right arm, armor's all stripped basically.
Ooh, that's
So,
his armor is all stripped.
on both arms.
Okay,
well,
then
no,
that is
sorry,
a
one pip,
potential critical then.
well, sorry, 1 pip left on, on each
Okay,
arm.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
that's-
say Centurion
that's
has 5 armor. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, the dervish. What do you got for us, derv?
I think everybody would just hear abject panic over the comm. It's like, there's a big thing, and we'll just start unloading all of the missiles and everything that he's got at the gigantic king crab.
I love that.
He's now panicking.
You're much faster
like
than
a
King
plan.
Crab, which is good.
Yes.
Let's miss. It's okay. It's unfortunately missed too.
Ah,
It's unfortunately
so
missed,
close.
too.
Maybe we should have on a motorcycle.
Maybe we should have come on a motorcycle.
Like, it wasn't my decision. I didn't do it.
We need you in a mech. You'll be better.
Just have him ride on top of my Centurion with just, like, you know,
Just give him
stacks of
SRM
missile
and
launchers.
just, yeah.
That's
Stacks
all
of
right.
missiles. Like,
Gigantic.
we'll just
Leandra.
mount a Mod Deuce to the top of the
Leandra,
Centurion like
you're
a Sherman.
next.
So I've got some SRM 2s because he's going to unload
Oh,
everything.
okay. I like where your mind's at. All right. There's a chance. Nope.
And
Same
medium
as the
lasers.
shields.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Talos. I love you. Beautiful man.
Well, you know what's going to
The
happen is
Centurion.
he's
Leandra.
going to miss everything, and then at the end he's going to get like a mega ultra critical and kill the big bad, whatever. That's how it works.
Maybe. See what happens.
Usually.
Okay, let's go and finish the rabble, I think.
You want to just step on it?
Yeah, I do
Okay.
actually.
You want to
I
just
do.
step on it? You just want a death from above?
Just boot it.
You can step on it. You'll just
Just
take.
kick
You'll
it.
just take some damage to your legs.
I mean, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
just straight up
Maybe.
straight up kick it for what 4 damage.
Yeah.
You can just kick. That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
You take. You end up taking as it explodes. 3 damage. 2 to right leg, 1 to left leg, and just
One-
auto kill it.
Right, 1 left, 2 to right. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Just auto kill it.
Yeah, you can punch and kick as just normal.
Yeah.
Things. It's 2-4. So
Yep. Just like in the game though, when you run over shit, it does hurt you.
yeah, well, you step on something, you know.
It explodes.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
crotch. Sorry, I'm just re-seeing scenes of like Magneto like mushing cars.
And can I still fire at the other
Yeah.
bulldog?
Absolutely, man.
Then let's do it. Unless, yeah, I forget. At this point, let's just keep finishing the.
Yeah, kill the rabble, right?
Yeah, kill everything at the bottom so we focus on the top.
Okay, as is tradition, LRM. Where's my roll 20? Boom.
Well, you're at
That's a
point blank
pretty
now.
good roll. That's a hit.
That hits anyway.
So that's going to be 2.
It explodes. That one was
Nice.
damaged previously.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Boom.
And then can I see the king crabs
Yes.
from? Okay, perfect.
It is gonna get like some bonuses because you're kind of shooting around a corner. Situational,
Okay.
but yeah. No. No
That's
way,
worth the-
man.
worth the
But you
try.
hit the building, dealing damage to the building structures. How much was the damage? 7?
Yeah.
Perfect. Structure's down to 69%. Nice. All right.
Nice.
Round 4. Urban Mech.
All right, Irby, show him what an AC-20 can do.
Could do it,
King
Jonathan.
Crab already knows. He just missed.
Believe in you, Jonathan. He's thinking.
Shoot.
Do you want to piss it off?
Do I want to piss off the big guy with the big gun? Oh,
Two big guns. He has so many big guns.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa.
well, I'm gonna stay back here and piss him off.
All right.
Oh no, you know what? I'm just gonna go right there. So maybe I have an escape plan. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm still gonna shoot at him.
Oh, that's fun.
With the big gun.
Okay.
It's pretty decent enough roll.
I mean, that was really good. That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay. Because his torso was already damaged, that penetrates. Or roll me a critical.
That is going to be.
Come on, Herbie.
Ooh, I'm gonna re-roll. Fuck it. I'm gonna re-roll that too.
Love it.
So that is one of my edges gone. So let's see. Let's see. That's a critical.
Hey, here we go.
Critical damage to the torso.
Come on.
Primary weapon group destroyed. He does have a large laser.
Large
and
laser is
missiles.
destroyed and missiles.
Yeah.
So roll me a D. Roll me a D2. Flip a coin.
D2.
Let's see what
Got
gets
it.
destroyed.
I don't think we have a D2 on that.
Yeah, just slash our 1d2.
Oh right, yeah. Slash R1.
Or you just hit the D100, either one.
Oh shit. Nope. I don't know any. I don't know.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
His LRM-15's destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
well,
bad.
would have preferred the
Anything's
laser,
better.
but
Good turn, Urban Mech. You want to shoot it with your small laser?
Yes, I do. Let's see. 7. Ooh, that's not great.
That's
but
not bad.
Not bad.
It misses.
Yeah. All right.
Wolverines! Let's go.
I am going to jump over homie
Okay.
and immediately try to turn myself around.
Okay. He might try to give you the clams.
Yep. But I'm hoping, shot to the back hurts. Swinging away. Beam lasers. Oops. It's a 5 because of jump. Hits
hit.
for 4 damage. 2
torso, come on. Yes!
torso and a +1 for rigor shot.
How much damage?
So 5 total.
Okay. He's looking bad. Give me a critical chance.
Critical chance.
Nope.
Not today on that one. And try to get the squirrely missiles in there.
You hit torso again, man. This thing's gonna blow up.
I often find in Mechwarrior, I'm not even locking. I just use missiles as like a point blank shotgun.
Another 14.
It's a hit.
All right, number of missiles. Only 2 damage from that, but +1 for the rear, so a 3 total too.
Oh!
Yes!
And we
Yes.
watch as the king crab, unfortunately, goes critical, starts to shake, and then erupts in a fiery nuclear
Yes.
reactor explosion. And there is nothing left of it. It just
Yeah,
fucking gets
I mean-
eviscerated.
It sucks, but also, I don't like being shot at by AC-20s, so.
Yeah, just
Neither do I.
gone.
So,
Just a smoldering pile of
Traitor.
just.
I'll take a king crab kill and a Wolverine.
After that blows up, I'm gonna broadcast on an open channel to the remaining 2 vehicles. You ain't got shit, but you do got the ability to run.
They
Get the fuck
promptly
outta here.
run.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Not a terrible idea. And you guys are very easily able to drop this thing down to 0, completely destroying the base. The drop ship swoops in.
But just maybe before the final
I'm gonna say,
on the base, because we know it's all undefended, etc. Do we want to go maybe shopping inside? Just to
I was
see?
gonna say, tell us.
I was gonna say that'll be
definitely
part
want
of
to just
what
Oh, yeah, no, we're-
everything
we're-
that's not bolted down.
yeah, we're yunking because we're supposed to be pirates, so we're yunking everything we can.
Tell us we'll be confused at that. What, we were supposed to be pirates?
Well, we're pretending to be pirates.
All right, the way we'll do this is I'm going to give you a little extra XP today because you won and you can spend that XP on gear and shit, right? So that's where we're at. But, well, god damn. That was a good session, everybody. You guys did great. Loved getting back into the cockpit. That was a lot of fun.
Got a lot of really good rolls.
You guys were
Amen.
fire today.
That was some
You
excellent
guys were
rolls.
fire today. That was really good. That was really
It's all right.
good.
My right arm was ready to fall off, and that would have been a lot of my firepower.
That was
Yeah.
good though. That was solid. That was rock solid, guys. Yeah. So here's we're gonna dish out some XP. So 1 XP for showing up. We had a scene in the bridge. We had a scene in the mech bay. We had a scene in the barracks or the crew quarters. We had a battle. Got a couple kills. I'm gonna give everybody 8 XP today. We're gonna go a little more than we normally do
Wow, let's
because
go.
you guys did really good. It was good to be back. And last weekend we
pummeled
couldn't
the-
play because I had some stuff going on with the missus here, but I'm glad to be back. It was a lot of fun. It was good to see you guys blow some shit up. But as I always say at the end of every session, any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we get ready to wrap up the stream and pop into our after session powwow?
We pummeled the absolute dog shit out of a king crab. I think that's a day well done.
Yeah.
Amen.
That was good, man.
That's,
Thanks for the awesome session.
I did give it like 1/3 its normal armor, just to like make it not just fuck you guys up, you know.
that's a hard thing to deal with without having another like really good brawler.
Like if I had made it like an advanced pilot, rolling it like +10 and like given it its full
Oof.
13 pips of armor, like that would have taken you a while. You could have probably done it though. But
The
I
only
was like,
time
I just wanted it
I've
to
been
be
a lot
like
more hurt.
scary,
Just
but
running
like
around the base walls, basically, just trying to like pop
it's
prod it.
blowing up the base for you.
Yeah,
So
the only time it's
yeah.
good to fight a king crab is in a city because they can't hit shit because it's so short and flat.
True.
But
It's true.
open field, it's a problem.
Well, as I always say at the end of every session, again, thank you to the players for playing. Without you guys, this is impossible. Thank you to the viewers for viewing. I'm very much enjoying this Mechwarrior adventure. It's a bit of a slow burn, but you know what? We're going to see where it goes. We got some new cast of NPCs that I'd like to get to know a little bit better, which we will over the next couple of sessions. Our next session will likely be another fight, but will also take place probably a month or two after this one, sort of jumping around, so you guys have time to like upgrade. Maybe Talos can get some points in piloting and
No, he won't.
gunnery or not, or he
Nope.
just gets back on his bike and says, "This is stupid." But as I always
Hey,
say,
we got a
He's
bulldog
gonna
tick to get.
sulk. He took no damage, hit nothing. He's gonna sulk for
be
the entire journey.
here's what I'll tell you.
You
Be
did
well,
damage to the building.
be well, be safe, and happy gaming. And remember, the dice have a story to tell. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.